Man. Huh, there goes that. While I'm here talking to myself. Let's see what happens. Yeah. Yeah, see? Yeah. Hey, man. To whomever it is that's here. Hey, good evening. I'm not even sure. Forever I Love Atlanta 445. I'm not sure what's going on there. Are you in the States? So I can say the proper introduction. This is like I don't know. This is my very first time doing this, so in the event I mess it up, I apologize in advance. Oh, yeah, you're 3 hours behind. So, as I used to live in Cali and Vegas, what time is it? Oh, it's 12:50. See, somebody's on a bathroom breakout, or school. Let me see. Does this thing work? Oh man, rotation. No rotating it. Yeah, man. I lived in let me see. Last time on the West Coast, I was at Henderson, Nevada. Break at work. Yeah, I was in Henderson, Nevada for a little bit. Actually, it's not really a little bit. I was in Henderson, Nevada for a while. I'm about to head to lunch. Yeah, there you go. It's like that sometimes, man. Uh, what do you do if you don't mind me asking that? Oh man. Well, in the midst of all of that, I'm currently in New York. New York is acting paint cars. Oh, that's what's up. Maybe you can give me some advice. Greeting from Germany. You know what's messed up? I should speak more German than I do since I was dating a German woman for 6 years. Uh, where was I living in Germany? Um, I was in Hakushai, Germany. It was. Let me tell you exactly what was going on there. I was literally 5 to 10 minutes away from the Belgium and Luxembourg area. Well, not area. I was literally 5 to 10 minutes from the Belgium and Luxembourg border. And where was it? Yeah, typically go to Belgium to go get it's like what is that? Fritten with mit fries with something. Um, there was a great donor donor place, which is funny because I think I can only remember is Mitkäsen. Yeah, Germany was fun. If you guys get the opportunity to go to Germany, go to Germany. It's a lovely place. Outside of that, it's like yeah, man. I'm in New York. I don't know what's going on in New York at the moment, but all right, we're gonna turn this off. New York is currently raining. It's like it's 60 degrees, and it should not be. It should not be 60 degrees in New York, but you know, it's raining. We're here. It and it's 60 degrees. It's like this is March, April temperatures, and yeah, I don't know what's going on with that, but back to the gentleman from Germany. Yeah, I moved to Germany after going back and forth there between '07 and 2012 after I finished after I finished my degree in finance. I was supposed to move to the Germantown because it was that close to Luxembourg, and Luxembourg was starting people off with their bachelor's degree for like 65, 70,000 euros with bonus and company car. It was just from what everybody was explaining to me. If you're in Germany and you can't work in Frankfurt or the other major investment hub, it was to go to Luxembourg, which is then funny because you tell a bunch of people about Luxembourg, everybody kind of looks at you like, "What the hell are you talking about?" It's so small. The place is so small, but beautiful country. What's the other thing? Within the whole Germany thing, I also checked out. What's that? What's the name of that place? It's not even that place. It's Maastricht University. In It was an hour and a half up the road from where I was at. Yep. And which basically then put, is that Amsterdam? Yeah, so everybody understand we're on the same footing. It would basically put Amsterdam about 2 hours. I think Amsterdam was basically 2.5 hours from where I was staying, and I think Paris was 4 hours, which, this that. But in the midst of all of that, it yeah, it's kind of wild. However, I am on here for the more part to say thank you for the people who've been consuming the content until we've gotten to 1,000 subscribers. But I don't know. Thank you. It's a minor threshold to pass, and we're gonna be moving forward with it. We're gonna be doing more things. I currently would like to, after this bill is complete, get I think I like this other BMW body, and we're gonna get into that. That's something to discuss going forward. But hey, there will be something to be done. Other than that, while I'm on here, I don't know. You guys can shoot me some questions and let me know if there's anything you really want to know. But I'm in New York, currently in Queens, New York. I went to high school here. Yes, for the more part, it seems like I'm a nomad. And the reason why you're not really seeing anything in regards to bills is because I'm in Queens, New York. The bill is in Georgia. So I technically can't really. Oh, and happy holidays, Merry Christmas. Whatever it is you're celebrating, celebrate it. Peace and love to everybody. And, I hope you had a wonderful year. Many up and downs on this side of the thing, but I think that's life in general. Other than that, I don't know. Anybody's on, a couple of people on here, shoot me a question, because I'm surprised. So I think this is prime, what is this? Prime YouTube timing. Prime YouTube timing. I'm surprised there isn't that many people on here, but I didn't really present a prompt to tell everybody, oh yeah, I'm gonna be on here. And I don't really think I'm that important for anybody to change their schedule or put their schedule around. But I'm here, man. If there's anything that you'd like to ask in regards to whatever is going on, I don't know, share your thoughts. Where your heart means rubber meets the road and all of that. Just let me know. Drop me a question. But in a minute, well, in several minutes, depending on what's going on here and the feedback, we will see how this all goes. Oh man, there's all sorts of buttons here. It's like, oh, I don't know, man. Man said Guten Tag. So yeah, I don't know. Within all of that, oh, I don't know. All right, so where's the gathering of the, oh man, buttons? And I'm assuming this. Let's see. That does that. So we're working out the kinks here. We don't really know what's happening or why it's happening. we go. Remember. Oh. YouTube is telling me to ensure that I maintain the community guidelines. I'm not really sure how I'd violate that at the moment, but I'm certain I can work miracles. What's going on, man? Oh, yeah. And how is everybody doing in the midst of all of this? No? Nothing? All right, fair enough. I am waiting to do this again. But yeah, man. Like I was saying, I'm just on here to say thank you to the people that consume the videos. It's greatly appreciated. The bill will continue. For anybody that is then going to ask me why it's taking so long, this and then the next thing, um, I'm consistently always weighing options in regards to the bill itself. Like, all right, right now, the car is in a state where if you're going to do anything, it would be the best time to do what you need to do. Now, you need to balance what you want to do with resources, aka this is going to cost money. And then you really need to figure out how you're going to commit moving forward with the bill itself. Because it's like, all right, right now, the car projected should get 500 horsepower somewhere in there. I don't know, based on simple math, injector, coil, not limiting anything, fuel upgrade, and turbo size. So it's just like, okay, this is going on here. The next thing that we need to evaluate from that is we need to ensure the suspension is well suited for it, which in turn is why we got the coilover, upgraded the coils, and have the sway bars and one sense of traction going forward, because it's kind of pointless to have over a certain amount of power if you can't really put it down. Not to say we're going to be able to put all of it down, because mathematically the 2JZ engine is going to give the car maybe a added, excuse me, maybe a added 100 pounds over the car, over the stock motor that was in there. I think it was an iron block straight six. So in essence, when people go, oh yeah, the engine is too heavy, its front load is like not real, you're not really gaining that much weight. Now the other counter to that is, given the state of the car right now, I'm trying to weigh the sense of if I'm going to be doing, I'd like to do a roll cage. Like, I want to do a roll cage, and right now we're trying to work out the kinks and how the math of doing the roll cage itself works. Because this is the dilemma. If you buy the bender, go get the tank, get the bars themselves, to then sit there and weld it out, you're consistently doing a cost analysis of how much does it cost to get somebody to do this. But you should also have, then you'll have to balance that against, I'm going to want to do this again. So the economies of scale then transitions to, do you bite the bullet and do it, like, pay somebody to do it one time so you have a proper example? Because as much as I like E30s, I'm certain I'm going to get another one. I don't know what the situation is going forward with that, but I'd like to put an LS in an E30. I just need to see another LS build done and see if I can find a way to do it without paying all of these people for kits, things to swap. It's just like there's a million little things where you sit back and you go, yo, if you have the tools and the capability and the knowledge, is there a value added for trying to do this and do that? The other aspect of that would be, you also need to take into consideration the so it's kind of like the whole aluminum thing. Welding aluminum is expensive as hell, but at what point does it become cost? It's just like, at what point you're wasting your money just always paying somebody to do it, because to get my blow off valve or my intercooler piping done, somebody charged me $100. To get the aluminum dash 20 welded onto the radiator was another 150. Now, drastically cheaper than the other one. We're at 250 so far. So let's say, well, there isn't really any let's say. I need to do some more welding for the aluminum, for the piping itself, for the intercooler piping, because after we've situated the radiator properly, that's basically going to be the final addressing of the coolant system, because that is also the major issue with 2JZ swaps. If you don't put it in like a full-size car like my GS here, there seems to always be an overheating thing, because for some reason we all always cut corners on the heating. It's just like building a car, you watch people cut corners on the cooling system. Car builds cut corners on suspension and brakes, and what else? We as car people cut corners on tires, which that's kind of the irony of the most important part of your upgrade. It's just like, yo, keep the engine cool, being able to stop, being able to put the power to the ground. These are the most vital parts of it, and we always seem to cut corners. It's like these are the parts that we cut corners on, and that's just the life of watching or automotive anything. Cause it's like, yo, this is going on, that's going on. But I'd like to do a LS swap going forward. So the math is, in terms of the other or future projects, is like, I want to see how this V8 thing goes, which goes back into my whole creating parts yourself, because as you sit back and watch it, it's like, if you're willing to create all these parts yourself and spend the time, I guess it's cheaper in regards to you're not sending out the money, but that's kind of that's a here or there, and it depends on how much time, what's your value assessment of time, because then comes the next thing where everybody will tell you like, yo, it takes too much time to do this, you could just buy it. The other aspect of that is, once you fully learn how to do something, it's very hard to unlearn it, and that value only increases. So, you know, in spite of all of that, that's what's going on here. But yeah, so I want to put the roll cage in. I've never made a roll cage. I've literally sat and watched how to measure up a roll cage and do this. But this is the thing. Everything looks wonderful watching it. It's just like, oh yeah, that looks easy. Yeah, everything looks easy. It's just like, that's kind of the allure of editing, and then this is the thing that keeps people tuned in. Everything looks easy while you're figuratively just messing with it, but you know, while it looks great. Looks great, looks easy. You need to respect the fact that the person that's probably doing it has been doing it for years. But yeah, it's like the Ramble Fest, and I'm on here basically saying thank you to the people that tune in, and thank you to the people that like and comment. Thank you for the people that share in my awkward sense of humor. Thank you for the people that are patient with the notion of understanding that this is how a build works, and well, once you're operating within the normalcy of not, I don't know, not earning a living within YouTube to do something, because I don't know, it's all relatively entertaining, I guess. But I'm in New York trying to spend some time with family and friends before we jump back into the thing. And yeah, but yeah, right now the major consensus on the build is, or the major thing in my mind is, how do I put a roll cage in the E30 because, like I was saying, that before I got digressed for quite some time. How do you put how do I put a roll cage in it? My whole thing within the roll cage is every time I look at them is when I look at it, I see the welding points and I see how they're welding it, and I guess they box the bottom and put it in the vehicle itself. Then ensure the bottom is balanced or 0 degrees or flat, truly leveled, and from there go and do what we're doing. Um, I guess I could show you guys why I'm out here in the car. And now you will see what I'm doing in the midst of all of that. And sit back and wait on this crazy one. What's going on? Yeah, waiting on this one to get off of the bus. But yeah, as I was saying, it's like I'm consistently trying to evaluate weighing the notion of getting a roll cage, because then comes the next thing. Those tubes, the tubing seems kind of expensive, but I don't know if I'm just getting the Georgia expensive price or I don't know the right guy price, but everything in Georgia seems overly expensive. While I'm talking to you and you're seeing a school bus here, you'll see exactly why I'm here. But yeah, you sit back, you hang out, everything's going on, and I don't know. So I need to evaluate how to do the whole roll cage and the build going forward. Um, but yeah, there you go.
Scared me.
Who scared you?
What?
Who scared you?
You.
Why did I scare you?
I didn't think you were gonna be here.
Really?
You're like a ghost.
No. Camouflage. Anyway, how was school?
It was okay.
All right. Where's all the candy you supposedly give out?
What?
Where is all the candy you're supposed to have given out?
It's gone.
Did you give it to your teachers like you're supposed to?
Yes.
Why don't I believe you?
I did.
All right. I'll be coming to bring you upstairs in a minute.
Okay.
All right. Yep. It's the midst of all of that. But yeah, man. I don't know. That's life things. But that's Jade. She's mean. Since no one's really asking me any questions, by the time this gets on here, you can ask me all sorts of questions, whatever it is you feel like, outside of the typical trolley things that we do. Other than that, it's been a pleasure. Thank you guys once again for supporting the channel and the madness that we do. I will be back and to expand on that whole roll cage thing again. I'm trying to commit to the seats that we need to put in the car, because you need to get the seat situated before putting in the roll cage. But don't worry, when I get back there'll be more pressing things to go for, and I'm certain before I have to leave again to come back to New York, all the things, it should be driving under its own power, and everything should be going the way it's supposed to go, within a more progressive state. Shoot, I might even be able to project the new vehicle, but I don't know. Don't want to project the new project car without having the current one. Yo, what is going on here? We don't want to start getting to the new project car without ensuring that the other one is capable of moving by itself and doing what it needs to do. For anybody that just tuned in, be aware that the car already has its base map. There's videos of the car running or the engine running and all of that. Um, Hooking up the digital dash for it. All of these available and in the catalog of videos in here. Um, for anybody that's been here since day one, I'm coming. I'm coming, man. I'm coming. And yes, for anybody that's watching this and me this far in the back, yes, I'm everywhere on the internet. Yes. Yes. That's not gonna be. That's just something between people that consistently comment about other things not pertaining to the channel. But yes, I'm everywhere. Other than that, have a good evening. And the next time I plan on doing this, I'll probably put an announcement or a premiere thing or whatever it is that YouTube uses to ensure that this is a little bit more constructive or more organized for the next time. To the Jamaican people that's gonna watch this and tell me that I'm being fake. When I ease in the man, if I'm really worried about all of them things, just go up on the Instagram page and look on what go on and do what you have to do and we sort out the rest of it. But until the rest of that, good evening, enjoy your Christmas, spend time with your family and loved ones. Yeah, spend time with your family and and loved ones. You can't replace those people. But other than that, thank you again. And don't Mustang in residential areas. It's dangerous. How do you end this thing?